Hello. I'm gonna do an astrology video for July, and let's say that the theme that I got for June, or the final theme, was fertility and fertile ground. That's the name of the theme that I had for June, and essentially it was different than the theme that I thought. Well, it was actually connected to the theme. I thought the theme that I predicted for June was about positive communication, positive manifestation, and there was positive manifestation, but in positive communication, but I would name this the theme or the theme name for this month or for June for fertility and fertile ground, because of the fact that things were kind of anew during this month, and friendships were revisited and things are starting anew. So I feel like the energy is about fertility and fertile ground, basically. But I'm going to do an energy reading for July. So July 2nd, Neptune is in retrograde. So essentially what that means is that it will feel that the future is going to be foggy. So Neptune is a planet that deals with future and hope and ideals. So it'll feel like the future will be clouded or foggy, or you're not gonna essentially know what the future is gonna look like during this retrograde, and that's gonna kind of like cloud your intuition a little bit. It's gonna cloud your direction, but it's really important to make sure that your direction is clear and that you know how to move forward from there. Let's say July 2nd, Mercury enters Leo. So communication in itself and the mind and stuff like that, and intellect, but communication itself will have this illumination or magnifying attached to it, which means that anything you communicate during that time of when Mercury is Leo will magnify times 10. So you have to be careful about what you communicate, but using your mind and intellect as well. July 5th, Cancer is a new moon. So during this time, it's very important to capitalize on the energy of creating the perfect home life. So whatever is private during this time is going to be sacred. So essentially, things that you need to do has to be done relative to, let's say, personal things, personal stuff like home life, personal duties. Those things that you do for those personal things is going to be kind of sacred. So essentially, it's like shelter and stuff like that. Yeah. So like let's say July 6th, Moon in Cancer, conjunction Venus in Cancer. So essentially love energy is capitalized when in regards to, let's say, home life, private life, and things like that. So this Venus energy is capitalized. So love energy is capitalized there for this in regards to home life and private life and like private things. And so let's see. July 11th, Venus enters Leo. So romantic life is better capitalized when it's through overt displays of affection and like going out to do things for others, and like let's say romantic trips, stuff like that, things doing for fun. It's because of this Venus in Leo is better when things are done that way during this time, and when you do it that way, the reward for it is going to be a lot better. When you capitalize on this Leo energy for romantic stuff. So July 13th, first quarter moon in Libra is basically, it is kind of like during this moon season, it is the time to capitalize or to create future partnerships during that time, because those will do well. July 5th, Mars in Taurus, conjunction Uranus in Taurus, means that whatever you had before that happened, that were you're doing something and stuff like that, where you're planning something, change relative to that thing is optimal during this time because of the Uranus with radical change and Mars with action. Whatever you do to create change, do it right now. The energy for that is optimal for that. Let's see, July 20th, Mars enters Gemini. It's important to take action regarding things. Well, I didn't get a lot of energy in this, but basically, when it comes to mind, intellect, and communication, taking action regarding these things is key. But I couldn't get a lot of energy from that. Let's see. A little before, yeah, 4. Okay, oh yeah, Capricorn full moon means that, well, this is July 22nd. Capricorn full moon means that whatever you took responsibility in this month, in regards to stability and stuff like that, you'll get the full reward during this time. And essentially means that whatever you took responsibility for, you'll have fruition for during July 21st. Okay, July 22nd, Sun enters Leo. When Sun is in Leo, it's really important to create time for new experiences and essentially what you desire to create in life, whatever you want to create. Do it right now, because essentially what you'll create will magnify times 10 with this Leo season there. So it's a perfect time to do whatever you have the desire to do, because Leo will make these desire happen even quicker. July 24th, Moon in Pisces, conjunction Saturn Pisces. Pay attention to your intuition, particularly during this time. You have to take responsibility with that. July 25th, Mercury enters Virgo. It's optimal to be practical during this time in terms of mind and communication with Mercury. Virgo is with practicality, so Virgo has to do the practicality, so Mercury is about communication. Let's say July 27th, last quarter, Moon Taurus. Responsibilities, well, let's say it will be cleaned up, I guess, it's gonna be the type of thing where this is kind of like the final time where you don't have any responsibilities, and responsibilities will happen in the future. July 29th, Moon in Taurus, conjunction Uranus Taurus. It is, well, Uranus is about radical change, so this Uranus is illuminated. And July 30th, Moon in conjunction with Jupiter and Gemini. Jupiter in Gemini means that ideas during this time, because Jupiter does so well in Gemini, ideas during this time will be like your holy grail, and whatever ideas that you have, those will be kind of like a better times 10 because of it. Because essentially the ideas you'll have many ideas, but you have to, let's say, these ideas they'll take place, or the fruition of those ideas will take place during Jupiter and Gemini. Okay, so that's the July reading. And the overall theme for July on the personal level I got was the fact that there's going to be conflict and resolution, and also middle ground, because that's what the energy I read. But in terms of astrologically, the theme is that whatever you communicate in terms of love, your romantic levels during this month will be, in general, will be illuminated and will be magnified times 10. So you have to be careful about that. And also, hope for the future will be foggy during this time because of Neptune retrograde. So you have to be careful about what you anticipate, because that might not come to fruition, or that might be fogged up.